Hey, welcome to the BowHunterPlanet. I'm Tim, this is Kevin, and this is the Tenpoint TX28. So, Kevin, we are, it's a big day today, man. Tenpoint coming out with the TX28, and we get to shoot it, we get to see it, we get to talk about it. I am excited.
Yeah, I'm excited because one thing I noticed right away, built in America.
There you go. Tenpoint coming through as always, and that's we love Tenpoint around here. They make such a quality bow. You know, Tenpoint, their other brands like Wicked Bridge, they just come through every single time. And here's the good thing and the bad thing. Their bar is way up here, but they meet it every single time with the quality of bows that they're putting out there, don't they?
Yeah, and it's got some awesome camo. It looks like I just like the looks of this thing.
Yeah.
Let's go shoot it.
Hey guys, here's the speed test on the TX28 by Tenpoint. All right, so we're back. Took some shots with it. I really, really love this bow. It's a great shooting bow.
It is. It's just feels good in your hand when you're, you know, and the compactness is incredible. I mean, when you crank this thing down, it's what, 6 inches wide? Or
6.5 inches, man. It's pretty cool, and that's kind of where they came in with this. A little bit shorter. They came at the TX28, the 28 inches. So it kind of fits in that space. You know, they've had some other faster bows out there, like the TX515 and some of the other ones that they do. But this is what people were asking for, right? Something a little bit shorter, and that's what I love about them is they listen to their consumers and they put something out there that I think a lot of people are going to like.
Yeah, I think another reason they came out with this is a lot of the bows are really going for the high speed, you know, get it over 500 feet per second. But that also drives the price up. So with this one, the speed's still there. I mean, it's still up over 400 feet per second. And the price range, you know, you're at right around $2,000, which, you know, some of them other bows are up in over $3,000 for that.
Yeah, with what the quality of bow that you're getting here too, it's worth every penny. It's what Vectra Camera that we're seeing here. It's $2,099.99. Not bad. It's coming in right at that premium point for that crossbow section. But they really knocked it out of the park with this. Some of the things that I really love about this, by the way, the trigger system on here, right? The trigger system is by far, I've always loved the triggers that they put out there, but this thing was just smooth.
Trigger technology, TriggerTech.
Yep, and it just cracked, man. Like there was no hesitation, there was no wondering when it was going to go off. Like you felt it all the way through, and it was perfect, man.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And some of the things, you know, with me, I'm always all about, you know, how safe is this thing. And they got a nice hand grip down here where it's protecting your fingers from getting up in the mechanism. A very clear, safe and fire safety mechanism that you can see. It's bright red when it's on fire. When you cock it, it's in the safe mode. You got to physically put it in the fire mode. I love that. And one of the big things I like is the cocking and decocking of this thing is incredible. You can stop right in the middle of the thing, let your hand go, and it locks in place. It doesn't, you know, spin on you like some of the other ones do and stuff like that. To me, that's really a nice feature on this crossbow.
And they call it the ACU-Max slide system, by the way. ACUSlide, I should say, MAXX, which is awesome. It's silent too, right? You know, years ago they would make a lot of noise. And the biggest thing for me too is the decocking of it. You know, a lot of bows claim they can decock, and they can, but not many bows are as safe as this with the ACUSlide system that they have. So that automatic braking when you're cocking and decocking is just...
Well, the other thing I noticed about decocking this thing too, they got the decock button up here that's easy to get to. You just touch it with your thumb. Some of the other ones you got to sit there and push on and play with them. This thing, you push that thing and start decocking, and it's like butter.
100%. 100%. So let me run through some of the stats real quick. So Kevin kind of alluded to it just a minute ago, but speed rated at 410. I think we got 393.5 when we did our quick speed test out of it, which is right in line with what we would expect for that type of spec. 28 inches, 6.5 inches narrow when it's cocked, and 7.22 pounds. Kevin, one of the things I really like about this is the Range Master 100 scope on this. Such a great scope. The glass is super clear on it. Even for me, and sometimes I have issues with scope seeing through it, you know, in that close distance, but no issues whatsoever. It's got a 2 to 7 variable speed and a shooting feet per second range of 380 to 505, which obviously this is shooting 410, so it's perfect. I will tell you this, when I shot this out of the box using just that top dot, and I think we're probably at 15, 20 yards, not that far at all, it was dead on. Just a little left. So I can tell you right now, out of this box, you give me 5 minutes with this thing, and we would have it dialed in, ready to hunt, no problem.
Absolutely.
So, and speaking of the box, here's all the stuff that comes in it. So we got the handle for the crank, comes with the center punch air bolts and quiver. Really what you need. So one of the things that is great about this bow is their guide lock system for their bolt, right? It's got that, it's not that sit on rail on top, you know, it's kind of that free floating. It's got 2 ball bearings in the front that the bolt rests on in the front and then locks in on the back, which I'm sure you guys saw when we were shooting it. We took some shots of that so you could see. But that system alone, I mean, it's those little things, but are huge engineering feats.
Well, and not only the precision and that, but another thing about it, this thing's built for hunting. So it's quiet.
Yeah.
It is so quiet when it's coming out. They've got the limb dampeners in there. I mean, you're not going to have a deer jump in a string.
Well done, Tenpoint. For those of you looking for a crossbow, you have to go out and check this thing out. By far a masterpiece in engineering, accurate, safety, everything that you can think of, silent. You know, the list goes on and on about what they did. So
American ingenuity.
American ingenuity at its best, absolutely. So there you go. That's the TX28 from Tenpoint Crossbows. Check them out at tenpointcrossbows.com.